Welcome to Elementary, Mondays at 6. Today, my guest. I actually met my guest in person today. Not today, sorry. I met my guest in person at the Revel event, and I was delighted to meet them and to get to know a little bit more about them. So I can't wait to share what they actually do. I know you're going to find this, as always, you're going to find it jam-packed. She's going to ask me to join any minute now, and then we'll get started. Hope you're having a fabulous Monday wherever you are. Hello.
Hi, Jacqueline. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well.
That's good. So thank you so much for coming on the Instagram Live.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we'll get started, and people will join as we get started. So we can just start with, introductions. Introduce yourself and your Instagram handle.
Okay, so I'm Darlene Rupke. I'm the owner and founder of Petal Academy, and we are a subscription box company that specializes in floral kits. So we box everything you need to make some fabulous floral arrangements in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to run from store to store. Everything comes complete in the box. And we also teach live. So we do live coaching as well as we offer, we send along the vessels, we send along a playlist. Our company is located just north of Toronto. Our Instagram handle is Petal Academy. We also have Facebook. We have a YouTube channel, which has free videos on how to care and to handle flowers, as well as a little bit of the language of flowers. We'd like to add in that as well, just for some of our students and participants. And we also have Pinterest as well. And what am I missing? Something? TikTok, of course.
Of course. Can't go anywhere without TikTok. But tell me, how do you stay on top of the trends with what you do? Yeah.
Yeah, I owned a floral studio for about 15 years. And before that, I've been in the industry since I was quite young. So I've been in the industry since I was about 15. I find I get a lot of inspiration from magazines, Pinterest, of course, nowadays, but just sort of really getting a vibe on what's going out there, especially in home decor and things like that. Like we've just started, launched a dried flower line just late last year. And about 5 years ago, I said to some colleagues and staff that I was working with, I was like, dried flowers are going to be coming back with a vengeance. And I think you're going to see them a lot in home decor and things like that. And of course, here they are. So, yeah.
Not fake flowers, dried flowers. I mean, some of the fake ones are cute, but dried flowers are actually
Yes.
really spectacular, right?
They are, and a lot of people are really using them as a decor item. I remember I was in the industry when I remember them from sort of a really old style, and it was lots of color and things like that. And now it's more nuanced tone, just playing with texture and really creating a nice vibe. And it's quite nice because it has a great staying power for a lot of homeowners. So if they are a little intimidated to have fresh, they can add some florals in a different way where it's dried, and it will, continue to give them some beautiful decor items in their home. And it can become something that, you've got dried in one little area of your home, and then you've got a beautiful fresh bouquet on your kitchen island or something too. So it works well with a lot of other decor items. Mm-hmm.
So you said you have floral boxes, subscriptions.
Yeah.
Right? You got the dried flowers. So let's break them down a bit, right? So let's unpack each one separately. So tell me more let's just talk about the floral subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Say it fast a whole bunch of times. So let's talk about the subscription. And
perfect.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So we offer offer a monthly subscription box. Initially, when we launched in November of 2020. And before that, we had started talking about doing online education. And then we really got the idea of, wouldn't it be wonderful to ship all of the ingredients with the box? So eventually we're going to go to a weekly and a bi-weekly subscription. But for now, just in our launch, our first startup sort of mode, we're offering a monthly box. They're all themed. So every month you get a different arrangement delivered to your door, or arrangement kit. It's a DIY kit. And then we have a live class that we offer with that. So you get live coaching. And as far as I know in the area, I believe we're one of the only ones that's offering that connection, that live tutorial aspect to our classes. We do have some pre-recorded videos that we offer with our dried kits and our holiday kits and our wreath kits. We do those as well. But our monthly kits is a great membership. Every month is a different style of design as well. So because they're themed, we do things like hand-tied bouquets, fresh arrangements. We do them in chicken wire as well as in foam. Not very much in foam. We really try to get as sustainable as possible. So maybe one class a year is with foam. And then just kind of really we even do corsages and all kinds of things just to really round out an experience. So if someone is on the path of wanting to learn more about floral design or diving in a little deeper, we take it so that you're going to end up with some very great trained skills that you could even, use to do a family event, or even perhaps start at working at a flower shop. If it's something that you've always wanted to do, you'll have the skill set to be able to do that. So that's offered in our monthly class. And it's really fun. We have a great group some of them have been with us since our launch. So it's been really great to see them really get some great skill sets happening, and they can fly through the project sometimes even before I get finished. They're showing me what they've created, so it's really cool. With all of our boxes, we offer a Facebook community. So as soon as you order a box, you get welcomed into the community. You'll get a link. You can join into our Facebook community, and that's a place where a lot of our subscribers or anyone that's done a box can post photos of what they've created, and then we get some good camaraderie happening between the students. There's comments, "Oh, that looks fabulous. I loved where you placed that," or "What a great photo." Those kinds of comments, just so that we can really have a great little group of our students. And then we have our wreath boxes, which is a seasonal class. So those come out spring, summer, fall, and winter. And that's a seasonal wreath. You can use it. A lot of our students will use it, of course, to put on the front door, but a lot of our wreaths are quite versatile. So you could place them on top of a mantle display. Sometimes I suggest putting it in a photo wall. So you can have, where you've got a photo gallery, it's fun to take a photo down and then pop in a wreath, especially during the winter holidays. I think that's a really fun little tip and trick. And then, of course, you can always hang them outside around garage lights, fence posts. If you're in a condo, you can use them on your balcony. So wreaths are quite versatile as far as a decor item, and some people don't always think of all the possibilities, but we like to really share a lot of the uses of our projects. So part of our class is, of course, the welcoming, and then we go through the steps of putting the creation together. We usually move step by step. Our classes are an hour, just in case anyone's wondering how long this takes. They're about an hour. And at the end of the class, we always give maintenance tips and ways to display it, so that we'll give you some more ideas on where you could take it from just your traditional idea of where to place something in the home, and give you another idea. And we also do holiday kits. So we were featured in Style at Home magazine last December, which was really exciting for us. We have garland kits, centerpiece kits, Grinch tree kits is probably a really popular one that we've been known for years. And of course, holiday wreath kits as well. So if you're wanting to ever dive into doing your own holiday decorating at home, those usually get launched about the beginning of September on our website. So you can go in and see what we're planning for the season, and see what you want to maybe get shipped and try to make at home. And then we have our dried kits. So we've got some wall hanging kits, some arrangement kits, and I think we've got a couple of bouquets that we have on the website. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, those, KP Staging says a good read. Always love a good read.
Mm-hmm.
And my I'm looking at it from a realtor's point of view, right? And I think these would make great gifts if you have like a very, I mean, they're not for everyone for sure, but they are for someone. And some clients love, wreaths with, the dried flowers seem very interesting. So definitely a good choice for people who like to have wreaths on their door or want to warm up their space a little bit with that look, right? So it's perfect for them. Um, and then you have so the virtual life classes are connected with the boxes, right? The monthly boxes,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, but as you were mentioning, with the realtors, you and I met at the Trev Quest show, which was exciting, and we found that this has been a really good fit for realtors because it kind of goes beyond. It's a gift that you can do more than once. So if a realtor wanted to give a client, more than one box so that they've got something new to just sort of display in their new home, it also gives a lesson and experience to clients so that, instead of just giving an ordinary gift, and like you said, it's not for everyone. Not everyone wants to get their hands into a new skill, but for those that you think might want to explore that or just have some skills on how to display flowers in their new home, it does make an excellent gift and a memorable one because you kind of walk through a new skill set that you want to discover.
Yeah. The subscription boxes, so that I'm clear, like they're a monthly box. So when you subscribe, do you have to subscribe for the whole year or just for that month?
So we offer just one on box. So if you want to just order one box and give it as a gift, that's really popular. We do that a lot for birthdays, anniversaries, things like that. We'll have clients pop in and do like a one box gift, or you can jump on the subscription. Obviously, we offer a little bit of a more strategic pricing for the monthly subscriptions. You can pay per month or you can pay annually and you get a bit of a discount if you do it that way. But you can always go in and just like a food box kit, you can unsubscribe. And, so if you wanted to do 2 or 3 months, you could back out of the subscription. That way you're getting better pricing, but then you can stop your subscription at any time. You can pause it as well. So if you're holidaying or you're going up to the Muskokas for the summer and you don't have the capabilities of getting something delivered up there, want to take it with you, then you can stop your subscription.
I see. Okay. And yeah, those are good to know. But I think you also I kind of read that you do corporate stuff. So maybe let's jump up and kind of understand a little bit more of what you do with the corporate stuff.
For sure. So we, right from the get-go when we launched, we ended up doing quite a bit of client appreciation events for some corporate partners that we work with. And that's been amazing. That really took off quite well. And what that involves is any group. So if you're if you're a company or even if you're a, book club or ladies group that wants to get together, we offer classes for a minimum of 8 students. And then you have the capabilities of coming on as the host. So you get an opportunity to sort of welcome everyone into the class. We ship those kits. We've shipped anywhere in Ontario. We've shipped all the way down to Windsor, all the way up to Sault Ste. Marie. So it's pretty cool with the geography we can cover. So it works really great for corporate right now because a lot of companies have gone to a skeleton staff in the headquarters, and people are still working from home, or they may have built up their staff again in their main office, but they still have a few because the virtual world sort of just took off during the pandemic. Working has changed. So you may have quite a caliber of your associates working from home and quite a distance from getting into the city, maybe to take part in an event. So instead of having to worry about them traveling, putting them up at a hotel for the evening, this is something that can get shipped right to their doorstep. And we walk them through as a group together. Everyone has a lot of fun. A lot of times we say, who's brave to do the show and tell at the end. So the students can show their pieces, and we get great reaction from all demographics, all age groups, all genders, everything. Everyone has a great time showing us what they've created, and it's just a really fun way to do it. And then, of course, at the end, the host will sort of close off the meeting, and again, those classes are about an hour, and everyone has their arrangement to enjoy. And one comment we do get a lot from corporations when we work with them and groups is that you can have families participating, which is something sometimes families don't get often thought of when you're hosting an event. For a corporate event, you're trying to get there. You don't have to jump in your car and get somewhere. You can just get home or stop your day at work if you're working from home and then dive into the class. And if the kids are there, they can help out. So it's kind of a fun little evening for everybody. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. So the corporate events, I was looking on your website, and those are for how many people, that one event?
Yeah, usually we have a minimum of 8. That's what we prefer. So if you've got a lot of times we even do groups of classes too. So especially for realtors, if you've got, it could be a great way to bring a couple of agents together to host. So if a certain agent had about 3 or 4 closings, and you have a partner agent that you work with a lot with some of your showings, and they've got about 4 or 5 clients that they're thinking would be able to join, you can just have a group, so both of you can be the host, and you can each invite 4 participants. So you don't have to have a large number. Lots of our, corporate that we do work with on a regular basis, they may have anywhere from 10 to sometimes we've done up to 150 on a call, depending on what the time of year is, if it's a holiday or whatnot. Those are always quite popular classes. So that's why I was mentioning, even for book groups or anything like that, as long as you've got 8, that's our minimum, and we've got a variety of different kits that we can offer as well. We can even brand your kit, or we can specialize the size of it. So we have worked with some retirement homes as well, and we've scaled down some of our boxes a little bit so that they're a little bit better scale for some of their residents' sizes and things like that. I don't want anything too large in some of those living resident or quarters or whatnot. So we've scaled down a few kits and customized them for particular clients if we needed to. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. So how, what strategies do you use, to ensure effective communication? Because, we're like on the Zoom call, and some people have, better listening skills than others. So how do you manage that piece?
Yeah, for sure. So before we do a class, and this is with any subscription box, even our corporate, we send out a prep note email. So everyone's going to get an email that's going to give them some directions on what they need to have ready. So we ship everything in the box except for the tools. And usually we recommend you have a pair of floral snips, or even a strong pair of kitchen scissors will work in a pinch. So we send the prep notes over ahead of time. That has the link to join the class, as well as we send a music playlist as well. So with that, when we open the class, we'll usually give our participants some view notes. So oftentimes they'll pin the speaker. We often ask our participants to mute themselves so that everyone else can have a little bit of less noise going on, in case someone's dog barks or something like that. But we have had classes where everybody keeps their speakers on, and you get the odd little reaction from time to time. So that's fine too, especially with smaller groups. That seems to work fine. And then after the class, we send over the replay. So we send over the replay. So we upload everything to a YouTube link, and we send that over, and it's a private link. So only participants in that class have access to that link, and we personalize it to the specific client that we're working with. And we also send over a survey. And of course, because we're doing live coaching, a lot of the times we always, of course, encourage students to unmute themselves, ask questions. And then, of course, we always encourage them to email us after as well, in case they have had any struggles in any particular piece of putting their arrangement together. They can reach out to us and just, see, and we can troubleshoot and give them some suggestions on how to work through what they may have struggled with during the class. Sometimes it's just pace, right? Like some people will work quicker than others. And sometimes you can see the students, of course, getting a little ahead, and some of them have maybe done a class before, so they're a little bit more versed than some of the newer ones. But that's why that replay is really handy as well. So if the students do feel that they get too far behind, and we often say that, don't feel that you have to keep up with us if you're struggling. Just watch it through, and then you can try this on your own later. Maybe pour yourself another glass of wine so you're going to relax and have some fun so you don't feel stressed. Yeah. We want this to be fun for everyone. And our tagline is fearless with flowers. So we really encourage the fun part for sure.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's all about the fun. And some people get overly competitive, so they have to be reminded about the fun piece of it.
You got it.
I wanted to just let people know that there's a question icon below. If they have a question, to drop it in there or in the comment section. We're happy to take questions as well. So we talked about the wreaths, and do you have any to show us? Maybe not. I didn't ask you to bring
I don't have a wreath, but I do have behind me, we have a new orchid planter that we just launched. So this one's really nice for realtors too, because a lot of people struggle with knowing how to take care of orchids.
Yeah.
So this is our orchid. Yeah, this is our new orchid kit that we launched. So it's a collection of 3 mini orchids in the Phalaenopsis. And we've got a little air plant in there. So and this one is a pre-recorded. So this one is a tutorial. They get a video, and then it'll walk through the care and handling of orchids, how to get them to reflower, as well as how to water those air plants as well, because those can be tricky for people. A lot of people go, oh, air plants, they just need air, but there's a little bit more to it than that. So we give everyone.
I feel like a fool now. I'm asking.
No,
what are air plants?
There's sometimes you see them. This one's quite large. That's in here. See this one here? They're actually called Tillandsia. So Tillandsia is their this one's a xerographica. That one is particularly xerographica. There's all different varieties, but that one's quite popular right now. You can often see it in home decor projects and whatnot. But they grow in the southern parts of the world, and they actually grow on trees and things like that, and of course in the humidity. So you do need a little bit of water from time to time. So we tell you all about that in the tutorial.
Yeah, I should have joined that tutorial before I killed that orchid I had.
We'll have to give you a box of orchids for you to try for sure.
Yeah, no more orchids for me. No, I'm just kidding. But it's very exciting. It's very exciting. Flowers are so beautiful. I love just just the beauty in each of in each flower that you can just go and pick out. I mean, it's just amazing. It just can cheer up any space, right?
Yes, it really
we talked about some of the wreaths, and then you mentioned dry flowers. And how do you sell those, or how do you send those out?
So we have those in our kits as well. So in the dried flower kits, like for instance, we have a wall hanging one. I think it's called the wallflower wall hanging. And it's got some really large palm leaves in it, a lot of neutral colors. So it's sort of in that whites and creams. And it would be a beautiful piece to maybe display above a mantle or just on a bedroom wall, something like that. So beautiful. Those ones come, all the little ingredients come wrapped up in a little bundle, just like a bouquet. And then, of course, all of the components that you need to put it together. So that one comes with a little oasis cage that we send along. And then we send a music playlist with that one too. And then you just walk through the steps and put it all together. We've had some great results with that one with some of our students. I've seen some follow-up photos of the kit before and after, the translation of how they can put it together has been amazing. People often ask me how do the students react when they're walking through the classes? Are they able to achieve what you can do, because you've got I've got about 30 years under my belt and experience in the industry. And I do find the success is just amazing. That's my favorite part about teaching, is just seeing how they can take just the bouquet of flowers and transform it. And we all seem to, even though they all get the same flowers, everyone puts their own little spin on it. But the level of design that comes out of those classes just blows my mind. Like, it's just so well done. And I'm proud that they can really achieve that success with just a couple of, like, even one class. You get people so excited. So it's really fun to see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unbelievable, really. Unbelievable. Before we wrap up, and we're coming to the end of it, I feel like I keep asking you questions. However, is there anything that I may have missed, that you may want to share that I didn't ask?
Yeah, like, let me have a look at my notes here. I know I made a few notes. I know that, and we talked about all the kits we offer. We do tend to do some fun giveaways, as well as I welcome everyone to our YouTube channel, because that's a great way if you're thinking about exploring floral design, or you're thinking about hosting in a class or anything like that. It's a great way to sort of, just see a little bit about what kits may be coming up, or a little bit about flowers. And you were saying too, every flower brings joy, right? So that YouTube channel is a really good place to land if you're looking for a little bit more information on how to care for flowers. Like, my big mission, and Petal Academy at large as a company, we really want to see people experience joy when they bring flowers into the home. And flowers can be intimidating sometimes, because you may pick them up at the market, or at a grocery store or whatnot, and sometimes they're just not lasting the way you thought they were going to last. So sometimes, like, the joy disappears when that happens. It's like, oh, I bought this and I wanted it to last. But just with a few simple skills, and the way you're cutting it, the way you're hydrating it, making sure you're placing it in the right conditions in your home, all those factors can really play a really large part on how your flowers perform. And we share that openly. We put that on our YouTube channel. So you can just go in there and you can watch that anytime. If you're looking for a particular variety of flowers, I know a lot of people love ranunculus. They're a favorite. There's a few videos on there on how to care for your ranunculus to get them lasting really, really well. Just those simple tips can make all the difference. And that way, I feel, if you can really get the flowers performing well and lasting in your home, you're going to invest in flowers more often, and they do bring you joy. So why not, right? And that's also nice to be able, if you're giving them as a gift, just to be able to give a little know-how to the recipient as well, so that they can also, have them last as long as possible. That's really our main goal. Yeah. And this has been wonderful. I love that you're having these podcasts. I think this is great for your community. I think it's fantastic. So thank you so much for having me today. It's been really wonderful chatting with you. Do you have any other further questions for us?
Well, there's a bit of a wrap up. So where can people reach you?
Oh, yes. Okay. So our website, of course, is petalacademy.com. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have Pinterest, YouTube, and TikTok. So you can usually find us on any of those channels and tune in to see what's happening. One thing I did forget to mention, just with those seasonal kits, or if anyone's interested in hosting their own class or whatnot, don't be shy to reach out to us and ask for anything particular. If you've got a group of ladies that you want to get together, we're going to be launching a new kit hopefully this summer called Roses and Rosé. So that will be a really fun one. So and that one, that one we're hoping to get some groups of girlfriends together so that they can have a really fun evening. And you could even get 5 or 6 kits shipped to one address. That'll save you some costs and shipping. So that's a good way to do it. But yeah, don't be shy. We could customize any particular kit that you may have that you want to dive into with a group of friends, or for a client appreciation or a corporate class. We offer planting boxes as well. So like the orchid, we have a herb kit, as well as in the spring, we often do bulb planters. So a really good variety of horticulture lessons that you can dive into and improve your skill set. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. And all of your channels have the same name, Petal Academy.
Yes, you got it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So it's very simple to remember.
Yeah.
So for all of you watching, thank you again for spending your evening with us. We appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. For all of you who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline Watson. I'm a realtor with Sutton Group Tower in Toronto, and I do these interviews with businesses, big, small. It doesn't really matter. We interview you. We, get to showcase you. And all we're looking for is to build a community and to really, grow your business, but also to actually have people look for good people out there, right? Because I have a very clean practice, and I want to be able to encourage everyone I work with to offer that same level of expertise to my clients and people I work with. And then we grow each other. That's the only way we can grow, by growing each other. So, so I want to thank you, Darlene, right, for coming on and interviewing with me. I so appreciate it. I'm so glad I ran into you at the Treb Quest. So until next time, and if you want to get interviewed, you have a topic you want me to unpack a bit further, feel free to get in touch. And you want to get interviewed on the show, I'm happy to do that as well. So get in touch, DM me, and we'll go from there. So thank you again. And until next time, have a great one.
Awesome. Thanks, Jacqueline. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Take care.
Have a great, live life in full bloom, everybody. Take care. Take care.